to another episode of FML, and today we are back on the X5. I tried giving away the transmission and nobody wants it. I don't know. It's a free transmission, that's good. I just did a service on it. But whatever, they're not really known for going bad. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have saw that I bought a Subaru Outback LL Bean Edition. So we got the sweet wood steering wheel. I'm not going to do a video on that. It's just a run-of-the-mill wagon. I just got it cheap and there's nothing really special going on about it. So we'll do a little bit of work on it and get it back on the road and drive it for a little bit. So now we have to get our haul from Harbor Freight so we can get our haul from Bob's into the X5. So let's get to work. Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook and Instagram. That's where I post the smaller things that go on in my life that don't make it into videos. So you'll get some behind the scenes stuff. You would have seen that I bought a Subaru, what, 4 days ago now? I don't even know, everything's a blur. So check that stuff out, like and subscribe, and whatever it is you do on Instagram, follow. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Alright guys, let's get to work. So I finally got an engine hoist from Harbor Freight. They finally got it in stock, and I also bought this transmission jack. We're gonna do this for this way and this way and this way and this way, and we're gonna have a smaller jack on the transmission side of things to also help with keeping everything good. So let's put it together. This is also really heavy, heavier than it looks. All right, we got the lift together, engine hoist if you will, and let's do a quick review. They forgot to pack me lock washers for all these bolts, so I have to go get those, and I would probably prefer to have a washer on these, especially down there. What do you expect? It's Harbor Freight. So yeah, we're gonna get that moved. Then we're going to get the motor out of the Volvo. Sorry for all the mess. Get the motor out of here. We're gonna get our transmission installed, our flywheel, clutch, and all that other stuff. So it is hot, you guys. So hot. There's a little bit of a breeze, so we got that going for us. Alright, update time. So we have our flywheel, clutch, and pressure plate on. If I didn't tell you guys before, I ended up using navigator heads from the dual overhead cam 5.4. So this should give me better fitment and able to adapt to a aftermarket exhaust a little bit easier. But more importantly, I chose these for this side because on a Mark 8, on a Mark 8, this comes way out because then the steering shaft goes there. Well, on the BMW, the steering shaft's tucked a little bit more towards the strut tower, so there shouldn't be any clearance issues here. And I don't want to spend $1,200 for aftermarket headers if I don't know what kind of clearance I got. So we're going to do this temporarily, and if this all works out, then we will move on to aftermarket headers. Something with a little bit more flow and going. Next up, we're gonna stick our transmission on, and I gotta carry that thing from here to there. Super excited. I'm really getting hot and sweaty. My shirt is soaking wet. We got the transmission onto the motor. Everything's torqued down, everything's ready to go. I do recall forgetting a shield, so I don't know if the automatic one will bolt to the bottom of that or not, so we'll have to figure that out and at least keep some of that debris out of there. Otherwise, here she is. We got everything put on. It looks like there's like a grommet that goes on here. The one I got is broken and it didn't really fit on there to begin with, so I'll have to do some research on that. Now we are going to try to get this up in there. And funny story, I'm trying to get this transmission onto the motor and manhandle it. I totally forgot I bought a transmission jack. I'm having a heat stroke, I think. All right, let's get back to work. Well, that didn't go as planned. We're gonna go on to plan B, where I am going to pull the transmission off and then we're gonna set the motor in there. I might drill a hole into the arm there to make it come out more. I feel like the one that I borrowed, the hole was further back and this arm stuck out more. I'm hitting the bumper. You guys can't see what I'm pointing at or looking at. So I guess I'm going to hurry up and try to take that off and then take a shower and get ready for dinner, because we're supposed to be going out for dinner. Okay, I got work to do. Alright, after consulting Facebook, they say I can remove the whole front end on this thing. So I didn't really think about that being an option. I've done that before on an Audi, where everything just kind of comes off with like 6 bolts, and then the AC and all that stuff just swings off. So we are going to attempt that because I really don't want to put this motor and transmission in 2 pieces. So here we go. The motor's in. I'm pretty excited. It actually fit better than I thought it was going to. I was for sure thought I was going to run into some stuff, but here we go. As for the top fitment issues, we got these coolant lines which need to be rotated this way because my heater core on this thing is over here. The fitment over here looks pretty good. The cowl's going to come down like this, so I think we'll be good. As for the steering rack, let's see if we can get in there. The steering rack is hitting, but I think what I'm going to do is move the block forward to the front of the vehicle a little bit more, and we'll have this little indentation here on the header, so we'll clear it, plus it'll be up a little bit. So I think we'll be alright there. We got plenty of room up here to move forward. Actually, we'll have the radiators going to sit like this, and then the fan assembly, so maybe we don't have that much room to move forward. As for the front and clearance issues, the one thing I see is that the AC line over here is hitting the exhaust manifold, and I don't think I'm going to have any way of getting around that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Power steering pump, I might go to the Ford one now that I have it here in front of me and looking at it. They're almost in the same place. I don't know how that's going to affect steering and stuff like that, so maybe we're just going to do it and see how it plays out. The oil pan clears. See if you guys can see that. That all clears. Nothing else is interfering with the steering rack. I do like how the oil filter is right above a bunch of stuff, so maybe we'll have to do a remote access thing so we can, I don't know, bring it down here so oil changes will be a little bit easier. Onto the back. As for the back, I thought I was going to be pretty close to my original drive shaft, but I didn't take account that there was a transfer case there making up a bunch of room, so we definitely have to get another drive shaft made. Other than that, everything else looks like it fits good. I'm excited. I thought it would be way more of a mess than what it is. Oh, the other thing that I'm not real happy about is that I was hoping to be pretty close to the transmission mount from the factory, which bolts up to right there, but my transmission's way up here. So I see there's one bolt there, so maybe we just bring a brace out and swing, and I think that's the mounting point for the factory Ford one. I gotta do some research on that yet, but well, I think we'll be alright. Maybe I can flip that around reverse and go that route and it'll hit, so we'll figure that out. Otherwise, maybe I'll just do one beam going across, and yeah, it's getting hot. And there you have it. I'm pretty excited. We got the motor in finally after, I feel like it's been years. Hasn't been that long, but it's been months. I keep getting sidetracked on other side projects, but I'm trying to focus and get this thing done because I really want to drive it, and especially want to get this done before winter hits. So on that note, you guys don't forget to keep making financial mistakes, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and comment on the music if you made it this far into the video. Thanks guys for watching.